I gave you food, now you want it after I put the cover on it? Listen here, lady. You're getting on my nerves. You want to go live with Luna? Because you're about to. You want to go live with Luna? You're about to. I'm about to ship you off in a crate. In a crate. Sorry. Pumpkin's being a pain in the butt right now.
For those of you who don't know, Ethan Klein and his friends over in the H3 pod dedicated about 2 hours of the podcast to doing like the platonic ideal of a bad faith Vaush is a takedown, including like everything, like 5 years ago.
Okay, Vaush's live stream on it was so bad. You could tell, all right, how do I put this? Vaush was over-explaining so much, he was practically telling on himself. That is exactly how he made himself look. He did himself no favors going live after H3 that night. He did himself no favors because he looked even more guilty with the explanation for everything by over-explaining. He literally made himself look more guilty. Yes, Star. He said so much detail, it just made him look worse. Yes, 1000%. He really did. He made himself look worse by over-explaining everything. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Because think about it. If somebody, if he accidentally just did that picture, then you know what it is? Look, I saw the picture real quick. I saved it, put it in the to be held folder. It was a mistake. I got rid of it. Period. End of story. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how I wish I was a horse doing that to a lady. I'm not going to sit here and explain about the folder and explain this and explain about the person who drew it and all this other stuff. And explain that the person who drew it is known as a lolicon, but the other picture they did wasn't. I'm not going to do all that.
Like stuff that's been addressed so long that, I mean, I didn't see it. I saw people in my Discord talk about it. I didn't want to watch it myself, partly because it would just make me upset.
Yes, you heard that right. Vaush is making the argument Ethan took him out of context, but he didn't even watch the stream.
Why is it a recurring thing that you get accused of? Well, for the most part, I think it's just because people hate me. I got the impression I got a really bad rap, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've said looks pretty bad without context, but the frustration is that I am very presently defending all of it, or adding context, or, you know, correcting deliberate dishonesty.
What do you sneak?
You know, I think, you know that saying where there's smoke, there's fire? How long has Vaush been, quote-unquote, taken out of context? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like it's happened a lot. And maybe this is one of those situations where there's smoke, there's fire.
Nico, Fresh and Fit, Hassan and Vaush all have in common. When facing legitimate criticism, they will never engage with specific points. They'll just always vaguely say that you're lying, hoping their audience blindly believes them.
This is one of those situations where you have to appreciate the fact that I must be pretty great for people to have to lie that much and that aggressively to try to take me down.
Making up lies to discredit Ethan.
I think at some point he was like, huh, as if I would ever be friends with this, which is really disingenuous because the last time we talked on Twitter DMs, he was really friendly to me. Ethan said that I had like a folder full of CP or something. What the fuck?
Where did Ethan say this? I don't remember him saying that. I can't find it in the transcripts, but I guess he did because Vaush said so. Vaush's defense for the lolly in his folder is absurd.
I was going to open up an image with right-click, open a new window, but instead I did right-click, save as. And
we don't care. This is the part of that over-explanation that we don't care. You still saved it to your folder, and we saw it.
And it opened a folder called To Be Sorted. The To Be Sorted folder, which is where I put images that have yet to be sorted, and in case the name didn't indicate that, was the place that it went to because the file type of the image, which was like, I don't know, JPEG or something? Oh, fuck, I don't know.
He's making this sound so complicated when all people want to know is why you have a folder full of lolly.
The last image that I saved to the To Be Sorted folder was an image of Marcel from Dungeon Meshi being roasted by, Gordon Ramsay while cooking a mandrake.
To be clear, it's all porn, with 3 more folders that contain more porn.
Hold on. Let me show you the architect of my pain. There we go.
Yeah, see, that's interesting too. Right there. Like, it makes you think.
More porn.
Hold on. Let me show you the architect of my pain. There we go. It's a good anime, guys, and a good manga. Anyway, I saved that there.
This picture isn't even one of the leaked images. He's lying entirely. What I saw was little anime children getting plowed by giant horses. He thinks he's defending himself, but he's not.
Non-pornographic canon images of Rauru from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is funny because there are far more pornographic images of Rauru in there than there are non-pornographic images. But honestly, Rauru just looks so good that even non-pornographic images feel pornographic to me. Yeah, and innately.
Oh my God. Bro. There's something wrong with him. I think he actually has a problem. There is, oh my God. And he does have a smug face. He really does.
Graphic character design.
It's a goat.
Eventually, Vaush's chat would pressure him into addressing the lolly.
Of the images that showed, 2 of them were from the same artist. 2 of them, those from that artist turned out to be a lolicon. One of the 2 images...
He's making it sound like there's only 2 pieces of lolly. No, there's tons. There's only 2 from that artist.
I can't show to defend myself, nor would I encourage you to go look it up because this is a lolicon artist, so I don't, like, want to direct you to that, you know? But one of the 2 images from this lolicon artist, okay? To be clear, one of them flatly did not look like lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say it's defensive. I think that's bullshit. I literally went back and looked. The chick is like 6 heads tall.
It's a sexualized version of this VTuber's avatar, made by a famous lolly artist, who Vaush has declared not lolly because of her height. The other pictures in Vaush's folder are also way creepier.
The other one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, that's how you know it's real bad.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the...
Bro. Yeah, nice self-snitching, buddy. Yeah, he did.
I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
The fuck?
He says that like his community can relate. It also doesn't explain the 20 worst photos on his hard drive.
It was intended to be a lolly drawing. So like, that's how it is, right? It's a drawing, you get it without context. I know that when I save them because both the drawings have like a meaty dick in it and I'm a huge size queen.
Ah, see?
Oh my God, Vaush. What? Okay, listen. Like, we'll make jokes here on the channel, all right? We'll make jokes here, all right? We'll make jokes here all the time. You know, especially when I play like a Moist Critical video and the women in my audience doesn't even really pay attention to what he's saying because they just like looking at Moist Critical, right? Hussies. I call them hussies. Hence the reason why we have Hussy University and stuff like that. But I will be damned if I'm going to tell y'all the intimate details of anything of that sort that I am into. It's not going to happen. No, it's none of y'all's business. Like, bro, why are you telling your audience this? Holy shit. Oh. Yes, I am. I'm a good Christian woman. That's why I run a good Christian Mingle chat. Thank you very much. We are a good Christian Mingle chat here. And if anybody says any different, they're just not part of the cool kids club. Okay?
He didn't save it because of the little girls. He saved it because of the massive cock on their face. Vaush.
Drew. Drew, I hope not at 48 years old. Thank you very much, Drew. Okay? You little shit. You little shit. Look, just because you got a check mark beside your name, don't think I won't cuss you out, okay? God bless it.
Is innocent.
Here's no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
I was really...
Willy and his transitions and the music he uses, he, oh my God, bless his heart.
Confused about the amount of horses in Vaush's folder. They're all plowing little girls, but I didn't realize it was because Vaush wanted to be the horse.
I want to f a woman as a horse.
So you want to be the horse banging the little girl. We should have known there was something weird going on when Vaush replaced the Sistine Chapel painting with himself and a horse for his Twitter banner. He has...
Yes, child. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Loads of messages over the years about horse cock.
People, you know, and this is one of those, like, it's one of those, like, you know, everyone shirks now, but if a human had a horse penis, you know, just somehow, whatever, people would be lining up to fuck them. So I feel like it would actually kind of fucking rock, you know, because maybe only 1% of people can take you, but those people will live to take you. They'll travel across the world. They'll buy you, chicks will buy you dinner. They'll fucking sit on your side of the booth so they can have their hand on your fucking 12-inch flaccid dick.
Now, a grown man...
Oh my God. How? Bro. There's something wrong with him. There's something really, really wrong with him. Oh my God.
Fantasizing about wanting to be a horse is sad, but what's even sadder is his defense against Ethan. He reverts to crying, acting like they were longtime friends.
Let this be a sterling example of how right I was to be incredibly disposed against reaching out to people or making friends or engaging with others, because damn, dude, like of all of the people who I thought I was solid with, Ethan Klein was pretty far up there. This is how
Okay, no. You know what? This is where I come in defense for Ethan Klein. All right? I know, weird, but I'm doing it. Ethan Klein literally was just memeing on you because you accidentally showed some shit on your computer. But then when he stopped and he looked at the actual images, that's when he started getting serious about it. At first, it was a meme. It was a joke. It was like, haha, Vaush messed up. He should have known better than to have it on his computer, etc., etc. But when he actually looked at it and saw what that image was, that's when he got serious and he got pissed. And I can't blame him for being pissed. One, he's obviously a person with common sense, okay? And two, he's a father. Obviously, he's going to look at people who look at kids drawing that way or kids in that way. He's going to look at them hella sus. Obviously, he's a father. He's not supposed to be okay with that. What?
the blue for me. So maybe it's an autism thing. Maybe I can't read the signs. I don't know. You make a friend, but it turns out there's almost always more clout to be found in performatively tearing you down.
Maybe Ethan should look into how much Vaush took his side in the whole Hassan thing. I don't give a f about that. Dude, what? And even if like that's true, let's say I'm grateful that he defended me against Hassan, then I'm like, yo, just because this guy is a kind of like defending child pornography, he was nice to me that one time, so yeah. I'm gonna let it slide.
He said it's very disheartening. I thought I had something of a friend in Ethan. That's a new message.
Based on what?
Vaush's other argument for why Ethan shouldn't criticize him is that it's an election year.
The main thing I'm concerned with is, frankly, there's just a lot of people in Ethan's audience who I think have the wrong idea about me, and I think that some of them might be pulled over. You know, not all. The well's been pretty poisoned, but some of them. And I think it's important to do that, not only because it's beneficial to me from an obvious career perspective, no denying that, but also because it's an election year, you know, all hands on deck. It is going.
Okay, this argument that Vaush and the audience of Vaush, Tipster, and Keffals are doing makes me absolutely sick. Where you stand politically has nothing to do with this subject. This is a common fucking sense subject. And to throw out, that's why when Ethan Klein said, yeah, I'd fist bump a Nazi for being against this. I don't care where you stand politically, but if you're against shit like that, I agree with you. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care where you stand politically. This is a common sense issue. This isn't a red or blue issue. Are you kidding me? It has nothing to do with that. So stop sprinkling in that bullshit when you're arguing against this. Exactly. If Keen and Ethan are on the same page, be afraid. For real.